Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. Welcome to Lesson 76 of Lessons in How to Read Palms. I'm Mystic Cassandria, and today we're focusing on a palm, the palm of a famous person. As with all of the famous people, I will not give the name out of a little respect, but I will give you all kinds of hints. So this will take a little time, so let's get started and see who this person is. All right. Now, in this reading, you see with the notes on your left side where we have the photo of this hand, this is a famous singer. She's an actress and a young businesswoman. She started the business cosmetic company called Fenty a few years ago. And right now, as of this year sometime, she is a billionaire. So I think we all may know who this person is. All right, here's a photo. As usual, I can't tell you when this photo was taken because remember, major lines will remain. The quality may change or the direction they're going may change. In between all of that and through the years, we have signs that come and go. These are minor signs as well as the marks or sometimes called signs. All right, so we look at the top of the page. We see that she is a right hand. She has a right hand. On your page to the right lists the points of interest that we're going to cover in this. Lesson 76, famous person, actor, billionaire, right hand. She has a fire hand. Fire hand are those who like to be above the crowd. This could be in entertainment. They take risks and so on. All right, I have named the items. They follow pretty much the points of interest as far as what's listed on the photo page. But there might be one. For example, the fate line is toward the bottom. And on this one, you can see the fate line is toward the bottom. So I won't talk about, we won't follow the order on the point of interest when we get to that. Okay, let's get started. And as I'm doing this, for those of you who have been with me for a while, try to follow along and see if you know what it is. There's only one new item here, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. All right, it's been established she has a fire hand. And the next one on there, it says gap between little finger and ring finger. All right, here we have you see that little gap? But the little finger stands tall. That means she is adept in communicating. Speaks very well, no problem there. Let's go to the next one. This is a plain palm. Her palm is not covered with lines. So this means she's a well-focused person. Whatever she's going into, she goes for it. All right. The next one is long headline. Look at her headline. It goes quite almost across. That means these people are very focused. Sometimes they don't have time for emotions, but if they do, they don't take them a little too seriously. They just tend to move on. They are intellectuals, but I can't say the word focused enough. Just below that, we have the Mercury line. Look at her Mercury line. It is strong, it's straight, and that's the mark of pretty good health. And since Mercury involves communication, she is an intellectual. She speaks her mind and she knows how to speak. All right, then I will talk about the fate line now. The fate line seems to be joined to the lifeline. That means someone inspired her or may have assisted her to some degree in her getting started with her career. And to my knowledge, she has started with a singing career, or it could have been acting, but the business seemed to come later. But it was like a little seed growing. So it's not something that she decided, oh, I'm going to go into business. No, looking at her hand, you can see that there are items there that shows interest in that or an inclination toward that. All right, let's go continue on. Look at her thumb ball, which is the Mount of Venus. Highly developed. It's very strong. This shows she's an active person. She likes to be outside, not sitting at a desk. She is an active person like that. And if we can just take a look at that lifeline, you see it's well defined. So that means she has a healthy lifestyle. Now, at the beginning of the lifeline, we can see that there is disruption there. But anyway, we'll kind of get to that in just a minute with the disruption. All right, you'll notice that the disruption word appears just just above the heart line. That's the line just below the little finger. And the bunches up of the line is sort of disruptive. That means disappointments, not feeling good, emotions are down, because that's the line that governs emotions. And further up, with that circle on that line, under the middle finger, that is an island. An island is a breakdown of the energy. Something has happened to cause the energy to stop. And since this is emotions, it's a hurt. Something that she was involved with, or it could be someone, or something she had put her heart into, just didn't work out, and it was a big disappointment. And when that happens, then we have this island appearing there. All right? It's appearing while the person is going through this. It doesn't appear afterwards. It appears at the beginning and on to the process. An experience that many of us go through. All right, let's go on to the next one. Then we have the influence lines. You can see that. You can see that first one, that's a very strong one. Usually the first one, the one closest to the thumb, I said usually, is the mother or the female nurturer. And then we have the other lines just below that. I think it's 3 of those. That's why I put a number 4 beside it. So we have 4 people in her life. These are family. Remember, anything on the thumb ball deals with family, or they could be friends that you consider as family, okay? And the influence could be good or bad. So, okay, let's go on to the next one. Anger. Now, I put on your sheet there, Mercury, not the Mercury line, sorry. The lower mount of Mars is well defined, and the arrow is pointing at it. It comes from between the thumb and the lifeline. You see that line, and you can see it. They almost look like an indentation, but actually it's a little line. And that shows that this person has a temper. Most people that have it tend to control it. But when they're around things that they consider foolishness and don't have time for it, that anger may come forth. Or it could be other reasons. All right? Going on to the next one. There is a gap between the headline and the lifeline. You see that wide spacing there? All right. That means, well, just looking at it, since it shows no connection to the lifeline from the start of life, it's almost as though, my opinion now, almost as though the person who has that line or this hand came into this world in this lifetime with the same understanding of being in charge of their life. And it stayed with them. Because when the gap is that wide, it's like the person is moving away from the roots, the family roots, and they're making up their minds about things. They're using their mental capacity to make decisions, whether they have the courage to share with the family, but in their mind, they know what they want to do and they're going to do it. Determination. Okay. let's go on to taking a look at the thumb. You'll notice that the upper flange, that's from the tip of the thumb to that first dividing line there, which separates it from ideas, that's long from the idea section. That means when this person comes up with an idea, probably before the idea is completely formed, they take action. They don't need anybody to do it for them. They take action. And we find that a lot with business people, unless they have a partner who's near them that works, that they trust. All right, and there's something else here. You see it says Ring of Solomon. Ring of Solomon. Now, with the Ring of Solomon, that's something new. When that's on the hand, it means a wise person. And also, it shows an intuitive gift. The person who has this has a psychological understanding of other people. And of course, themselves, because they love to look beyond what people say, probing further to expose hidden motivations. It is a sense of knowing what makes others tick. So even in conversation, she's listening, and that mind is working to determine, what is this person really saying? What is this person really thinking? All right, moving on. And the major lines are well developed. As you recall, I told you when there is a plain palm, you can see the major lines very clearly. There is one more item, and that is at the top of your page on the left. It says ring finger knotty in start of third flange. Third flange involves materialism, what's out there in the world. Now, it may have been an accident. I don't know. That's not clear. The ring finger is the one I'm talking about. If you notice that knotty part seems to lean toward the middle finger. So I can't say more about that because I don't know whether there's an injury there or not, but the finger is not standing tall as they normally would. So, all right. I think I've covered everything on this sheet. I hope it's all clear to you. And that's our star for today. I hope you understood it. If you understood it, please give a thumbs up, share, and of course, subscribe. Thank you very much, as usual, to those who have been with me for the little while. I appreciate you. I really do. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you Thursday. And take care of yourself. And of course, be happy. Bye.